My friend, we did it. We finally got our hands on a Fuji X-T3. So while testing this camera, I made some key discoveries that will keep Fuji in the bottom depths of the cellar with the rats where they belong forever. And today we talk about why.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So Fuji's trying their little hearts out over there at the Fuji Network, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the efforts. They're going all in on video. They never used to be known for video, but they're putting in all the effort. The problem is, all their lenses were not designed for video. They couldn't foresee it. I don't think video will become popular. They had a boardroom meeting about it, apparently. Alright, fellas, we're the underdogs here, and everybody knows it. Canon and Nikon, the big boys. Sony coming up the rear end. How do we stand out? Why would people choose us? We could make video a priority and do a hybrid photo and video camera together. That's stupid, Jack, and you know it. I can see the SpaghettiOs on your shirt. Jesus Christ. Clean up. Boss, I think he had a point. Video might take off. There's a company coming out called YouTube. They don't look very good, but they might be big. Listen, Anthony, nobody's gonna watch a video. They want pictures. God damn it. In fact, every lens we make from this day forth will have stuttery, jitty fucking autofocus for video. I don't care what it is. Perfect for photos, but when it comes to video, I want stutter. Like second guessing. Shit. Can we do that? We can, but like why would you want to handicap it? Just put the video, like make a smooth motor. A smooth stepping motor. It steps smoothly. We can do it. We have the technology. Do you want us to put it in the lens? Don't you put that fucking stepping motor in my lens. I want jittery, second-guessing autofocus that switches to the background with ease. Like fast. Like shocking. Okay, we'll do that, but should we still make a video camera? Like a really good one? Yeah, of course. But then what lenses will they be able to use? The autofocus is your stepping madness. What's gonna happen to us? It'll all work out. Fuji are a bunch of psychopaths. So, I tested the Fuji. They have one lens that I'm curious about. I want wide angle, slightly blurry background. That's what I need in my life. So they got their 16mm 1.4 lens. Phenomenal lens. Let's see how it performs. Oh, why hello to you, face tracking. Fuji XT3, 16mm f1.4. Dare it track my life. I feel like it lost me there.
It lost you a little bit.
So Fuji won't let me do my rule of thirds shit. Right here is good. It's got me. I wonder why it lost me for that split second. Oh.
Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
I'm going to use that one, but I'll give you, just because I'm obviously going to do it.
That's exciting.
Try with the eye autofocus too as well. This is just the face.
Cool.
So how does that look, everybody? 1080p? Well, that looked reliable. I want to rely on that hard. If I needed to go to the bank before it closed, I would get that lens to drive me there. And I know I'd get there 15 hours late in a car accident on the way as well. This is Fuji's problem. Their lenses are all old technology without video smooth autofocus in mind from the board meeting. They did it on purpose. I don't know why. If anybody knows which lenses are smooth in video, post them down below because they are starting to put it in. But it's none of the fast glass. It's all the f2.8 shit. What the? And on an APS-C 2.8, that's f40. I think some of their f2 lenses are fast in the video, but that's an f3 full frame. You couldn't isolate a cricket on an ice cream cone with that. So I don't know, their best lens to me is that 16mm, and it was losing me. It wasn't tracking right, it was hesitating, it was jumping to the background, it was doing all kinds of, it lost me in the rule of thirds. That's where I live. I live in the rule of thirds. I built an igloo there. It's warm. I appreciate the comfort here. If I want to put A cartoon man? Are you challenging me? Defeated. We got eye detection, 0 stabilization. Oh, be smooth. Be smooth. Keep me. Is it the smoothest footage you've ever seen? Is it glorious? Alright, just a little control test with the Nikon. We're on the Nikon, your favorite lens in the history of the universe. Could I walk with it?
I don't know what's the name, you know, the one that had
I'm trying so hard.
like the body, you know,
You have to do it like that. Don't knock anything over. Alright. Well, I was debating jumping into that Fuji system, and I went to that store to compare the Fuji to the Nikon Z6. My black ass didn't have an XQD card. I forgot they did that. So I was like, oh. I brought my SD card and I was like, oh, I can't even compare these cameras. Nikon, why'd you do it? The guy said he'd email me the files. I'm still waiting for them. 2 days later. I think he lost them. I think he sold them on the black market. Why so much blackness today? So hopefully he emails me those files, because it looked phenomenal. When I was looking, I tried the 35mm f1.8 Z lens, and then I asked him if he had the 20mm f1.8 F lens, and that thing looked absolutely just mind-blowing. It looked so smooth, and the perfect wide angle with the blurriest background I've ever seen in my life. It was phenomenal. It almost made me jump into Nikon. I'll be a Nikon fanboy before you know it. I will do it. So that's what this video should have been, the Fuji versus the Nikon, but we'll do that in a separate video and compare them both. But I think that Nikon, you have to go full frame. I've reviewed the footage. We got the Canon RP is looking better than my Panasonic. Even that little Canon RP, the little engine that could. I compared them with my 50mm f1.7, 15, 30 equivalent. There's something about the full frame, it just pops. It's 3-dimensional and it's glorious. So there's no way I'm upgrading to an APS-C, although we have a special surprise coming. An upgrade you would not expect. It's phenomenal. Somebody is helping the channel out. I'm too excited. I can't wait for this thing to show up. I don't want to give anything away, so you'll just have to be patient. But you may have noticed a little different look today. I sold my Nikon. My little Nikon. People kept saying it's soft. You're soft. That's how people are raised. Tough. They appear soft, and then they're pushed around, and then they get tough. That's what my Nikon did. I was just getting too sick of the manual focusing at 50mm range. It wasn't happening. So now I have no lens. We're using the frickin' Minolta over here, 100mm. I'm like 15 feet away from the camera. So we're waiting for the upgrade to come to us. And then you will see. You will see glory, my friend. So for now, the videos are on old Minolta over here. It's actually sharper than my Nikon, so if anything, it's an upgrade. We had to go back to 1974 to upgrade to the future. But that's what we do here. So the Fuji, I mean, it has sharp 1080p. That was at 200 megabytes per second. I don't even know if my computer can handle it yet. But the autofocus was unreliable with my favorite lens. That's the only reason I would buy into that system, and I passed up the deal of the century. It was Camera Canada had an open box Fuji XT3 and an open box 16mm f1.4. I forget how much, but I could have got it super cheap, and I passed on it, and then somebody jumped on it like a rabbit on a wolf. But after testing it, I'm glad I didn't buy it, because it doesn't focus right. It doesn't keep you. So Fuji, you got some ways to work. Oh, you got a ways to go. What? They just need to update their lens lineup with video autofocus in full effect. It's fast shit. 1.4s, 1.2s. You really need 1.nothings to keep up with full frame. I'm jumping on that full frame ship. Might be Nikon or Canon or Sony. I don't know which one to go with. I don't know what the future lies. Canon RF lenses seem like they're the truth. Sony E-mount, you're in trouble, you're tiny, you're hiding the corners of your sensor. Z is the future, but they might go out of business because they're all dumb. So I don't know which one to take. I also wanted to test the A6400 with the Sigma 16mm 1.4, but they didn't have it. Do you have the Sony A6400 here?
Not on demo. Oh, no. Not yet. It just came out.
6500?
Yes.
Do you have the Sigma 16mm f1.4? That'd be a good comparison, maybe. And apparently they don't work together. Can you confirm that down below? The A6400 can't change the aperture of the Sigma lens. There are rumors. They are not a match made in heaven, after all. So I think we're done here. Let me know your thoughts on Fuji as a system, as a whole. Which lenses are good if you want to get into that, but they're not full frame. So they're dead to me. They're dead to my life. And they went up to medium format, which is not good for video. So who are you, Fuji? You're a bottom feeder, a guppy, in a tank of sharks. So we're done. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for buying a camera conspiracy shirt. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you. Oh, we got alarms. I hope they were arresting the Fuji makers of the lens, because they're not good for video. That's probably what that was.